You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by HauntedSiouxFalls.com. Ooh. I'm pretty excited about that, by the way.
Scary stuff right there.
Got some fun announcements. Hopefully we'll be making today or tomorrow about where you can go to pick those passes up.
Yeah, it's a big to-do. It's a big deal.
And if you follow on Facebook, you'll catch it right away. But what do we got today, Dan?
Yeah, let's see. A couple celebrity birthdays. Well, celebrity, sort of, I guess. 34th President of the United States of America. What an all-around fantastic individual. Dwight D. Eisenhower.
Oh, yeah. You know his real name is David Dwight Eisenhower?
Yeah.
But we call him
Wonder
Dwight
why
David.
he would choose to go by the other.
Dwight David instead of David Dwight?
I don't know. That guitar player from Guns N' Roses, Slash, that's not his name.
Really?
No.
And the same thing, isn't it?
So
It's the same darn thing.
same, pretty close, yeah.
Actor Roger Moore, who was by far the funnest James Bond.
Yeah.
For sure.
007, James Bond, that franchise. It's a drag anymore.
Yeah.
Total drag. The newest movie, don't bother.
It's out right now.
007 is woke.
Yeah, he's
Done.
very
Stick the fork in. It's over. And we all agree we really liked this guy. Actor, comedian, magician, Judge Harry Stone from Night Court.
Oh, yeah.
Harry Anderson.
I loved Harry Anderson.
He was just kind of a little scoundrel.
Yeah.
Yeah, big fun. Passed away 2018. Way too soon.
very, way too soon, yeah.
Where were you this day in 2007? Was huge, real game changer. Keeping Up with the Kardashians, featuring Kimmy and Khloe and Kourtney, all starting with the letter K, premieres on the E! Cable network. I think this is their final season, isn't it? How would I know?
I have no idea.
Nobody knows. Nobody in this room has
I think they did. They've wrapped it up, I think.
That's it?
I'm pretty sure.
Phew.
Something
wow.
like that.
Darn it.
People were weeping. It was terrible.
1926. I've always had a soft spot for these characters. This day in 1926, author A.A. Milne's Winnie the Pooh makes his literary debut in a series of short stories. Following the adventures of the Pooh Bear, Piglet, Owl, Rabbit, Eeyore. Who doesn't love Eeyore?
I like Eeyore.
Eeyore, and of course, Christopher Robin. And in 1947, this stuff, just trying to wrap my head around this stuff, it's like, where do you get the backbone to do this? But man, they did. This day in 1947, Air Force test pilot Chuck Yeager flies the experimental Bell X-1 aircraft up to 45,000 feet, puts the pedal to the metal, hits Mach speed 1.07, becoming the first person to break the sound barrier.
Wow.
Now just listen to that on the phone and say, hey, Chuck, we got this plane. And we're not really sure if it,
We don't know if you'll make it, but
maybe go up there and see how fast. Yeah. Let me just finish my ham sandwich. Get this done. I mean, it's just amazing, isn't it?
yeah, it
It's
is.
pretty
It's
cool,
pretty
though.
crazy.
All right, well, there you go. I know. You know. We all know. We can just bounce ahead.
Gonna do that. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by HauntedSiouxFalls.com. Ooh.
In the past year, did you find yourself drinking more often? The stress of the last year had that effect on many people. If you're struggling to get back to normal and get the booze out of your daily routine, there is help. Time4Rehab.com would love to help you find the best option for you. There are many different programs. Time4Rehab.com will do our best to match you up with the program that will work best for your needs. Learn more at Time4Rehab.com. We want to help. Time4Rehab.com. That's Time4Rehab.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting.
It is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. And Dan, what do you find interesting on this fine Thursday?
Well, I'm a giver.
You are.
You are?
And although I did find it kind of sort of interesting, I knew you two would find it very interesting.
Oh, what's that?
Because you're huge fans of that whole Back to the Future thing.
Oh, yeah. I'm a big fan of that.
The whole
Oh,
movie.
yeah.
Love it.
Well, it's coming up for auction.
Is it really?
This huge auction it's coming out. It's going to be going on from London to Los Angeles, happening November, I believe, 9th through the 11th.
Just
What's
in time
coming up for
to get me
auction?
something for my birthday, Heidi?
The Michael J. Fox autographed Marty McFly lenticular hoverboard
Oh my.
from Back to the Future Part 2.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Made by
Actual
Mattel.
hoverboard
Nice.
that he flew in that film.
You know that was fake.
I wonder
They
what
didn't
that'll
really
go
fly.
Well, they've got a starting bid of about 40 grand.
Whoa, yeah, I'm out already.
I'm not kidding. Yeah, they're
I'm out at the opening bid.
I know somebody who made one of those. It doesn't fly either.
Did you see the movie?
I've seen the movie.
Did it fly?
It did in the movie.
So what is your problem exactly, John?
Doesn't really fly.
Well, you just sit there and try to poke holes in all the fun I'm trying to have with what little time left I have with my life.
I'm sorry.
Is that what we do now?
Well, then maybe this one really will fly.
I literally take a segment, stuff Dan's find interesting.
I know.
And give it over to something I think you'll find
It's
interesting.
very interesting.
And I have to sit here and suffer the slings and arrows
I know.
of your own peculiar reality.
I apologize. I take all of it back.
Well, if you don't want it, I'll pull my bid, John.
No, I'll take it, man. I'll take it.
Wow, did
But
that
it's-
head south?
I know. It's insane.
You feel like it's 2 against 1?
Here we are again. Heidi,
Those two against me.
Heidi, just hold me.
Is that all?
I found it interesting, Dan.
I did too. It's great.
No, I'm out.
Did they have anything else on this auction for Back to
It
the
just
Future?
doesn't matter.
All right. That is why we refer to this as stuff Dan finds interesting. I'm John with a fun comparison. Some puppies are purebred and they cost more. Others are more affordable. And then there are free puppies. Nobody really knows where they come from, but they're free. In the advertising world, it's like that too. There are some super expensive ways to advertise if you can afford it. And there are some free things you've probably tried, but those dogs rarely work. Radio is kind of like that middle puppy. Affordable, will snuggle with you, and hopefully not pee on the rug. Radio advertising. Super affordable, a great investment, and man's best friend. Try it and let BetterResultsAdvertising.com bring your message to life. Time now for your morning coffee break, brought to you by Kaladi's Bistro on the corner of 26th and Minnesota Avenue in Sioux Falls. Dan Farris back with us right now with something really important.
Well, yeah, just dropping a little knowledge on you here. And again, I know when you guys, Smalls, you bought a home a few years back and completely redid the whole darn
Yeah.
thing.
We did.
But one of your first additions to the back landscaping, a little piece of paradise back there, you put up a little squirrel party deck.
Yeah, we
Oh, yeah.
did.
It became pretty popular. You had a little
Yeah.
squirrel
Oh, yeah.
cam hooked up, and people
Yeah.
could watch on Facebook. And now you've got a cool little addition, a little boat dock and a sunning deck
Squirrel
form
party
back
deck.
in your
Yeah.
pond
Yeah.
for the squirrels.
Take
And
good care of them squirrels.
the squirrels dig your backyard.
Yeah.
So here's the question. Can you, in Sioux Falls or / anywhere in South Dakota, can you keep squirrels for pets? Can you?
I hope so.
I think you can because they weren't on the list. Remember a few weeks ago or a week ago, we read the list of animals you can't have in Sioux Falls?
I did not see squirrels.
Squirrels
So
were not on there.
According to animal control in Sioux Falls, it is best that you do not approach an injured or sick animal of any kind. But if the squirrel thing, say maybe you find a baby squirrel, and I love how they put it, that's been abandoned by its mom. How do you know that?
do
Maybe
you
mom
know?
just stepped out.
Maybe mom's getting groceries.
Could be a single squirrel household. Maybe dad's taking care of this squirrel.
Medi Petty, who knows?
Right.
But all you need is a little permit. The animal needs to go to a vet. You can, in fact, in Sioux Falls, have pet squirrels.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Domesticate them. In fact, if you do find a baby one, whatever, once they've been like hanging around in the house and stuff, you can't reintroduce it back into the wild. Apparently, they just don't get it anymore.
Right.
So yeah, that's like
So now it's yours.
it's like your pet.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I think once in my life, I've actually seen a person with a squirrel on a leash. Just once in
really?
my
Oh,
entire
wouldn't
life.
that be fun?
But yeah, it was kind of
wanna do
adorable.
that.
Yeah.
And the guy sat down, and the squirrel was bouncing in his lap, and sitting there eating
Oh,
peanuts. and stuff.
fun.
Like, okay, well,
Now
that's
I
cool,
want a
guess.
squirrel.
I do too.
But I would imagine it takes a lot of work. So the answer is yes, with the proper documentation. If you find a squirrel, think you want to keep it, first of all, bring it to the vet,
Yeah.
because who knows what they've been up to.
Yeah.
And
And
yeah.
if you're not up to it, you call Sunny Radio. We will come pick up that squirrel and we will take care of it. We'll raise it as our own.
Wow,
I'm not even kidding. I'm
a
serious
squirrel
right now.
refuge.
I
Wow.
think, yeah, the Sunny Radio squirrel habitat. Mm-hmm. Why wouldn't we do that?
Why wouldn't we?
I mean, that's a good idea.
Actually, you need a permit to possess what they call any non-domestic mammal.
Really? Is our dog domesticated or not?
Well, that
She
can include some people. They're just using mammal.
There you go.
All right, so I just thought that was, there you go.
That is good
There you go.
All right, coming your way, we've got a guest, and then after we're done chatting with our guest, we're going to have some news from Dan Farris. That's all on the way on the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by HauntedSiouxFalls.com. Ooh.
Many new students sign up for credit cards that are not very good. Have a conversation about how to properly use credit so they don't learn this lesson the hard way. At BetterCreditCards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Want one that offers points? We have those. Want a card to help you build credit? We have those too. BetterCreditCards.com is designed to help you get a better credit card. See if we can help you find a better credit card at BetterCreditCards.com.
Time now for a bright spot of news brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls. They can brighten any room with a beautiful light fixture. We are going to brighten your day right now with some positive news. Our guest today is Katy Faust. She's the founder and director of Them Before Us. She's going to be in Sioux Falls for an event. It's called Stand for Faith, Family, and Freedom. It's their 11th annual Stand Banquet, and it's coming up Monday. Katy, how you doing this morning?
Good morning. I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
And there's a lot of folks listening that probably know you pretty well, but for those of the people who don't know you, let's talk a little bit about you and what Them Before Us is. You're the founder and director there. Let's talk a little bit about what that is.
Well, it's an organization that fights for children's right to be known and loved by their mother and father. And really, that just means that we can speak into every marriage and family issue from the perspective of the child. So much of the conversations that we have, whether you're talking about the personal or the policy, is very adult-centric, and it's about what adults want. But ultimately, when we get the answers to those questions wrong, it's always the children who suffer. So my organization is devoted to putting kids first, putting them, the children, before us, the adults, in everything that has to do with marriage and family.
And how long have you been doing this, Katy?
Well, we officially kicked off in 2018, but I've been mouthing off about these topics for like 10 years. So I just finally decided that it was time to really put some strength and some formation to this. And so now, we submit amicus briefs to the Supreme Court about different cases that have to do with parenting and marriage and family. And we've got a pretty strong social media presence. I just got to speak at, what used to be called the Value Voter Summit, and now is called Pray Vote Stand last weekend. So I just am really grateful to have all these opportunities to talk to people about why children have got to come first in matters of marriage and family.
Absolutely. And the new book, Them Before Us, is it out right now or it's just coming out right now?
It came out in February, and it is awesome. Mainly, I can say that because I have a co-author who made it such a good read. It will, fill your mind with knowledge and confidence. We share the stories of about 120 kids who lived through modern families so that we can see, what was it really like to be raised by two moms? How did it affect the child for decades after their parents divorced? Or what was it like to be created through sperm donation and not know who half of your, genetic family is and wonder about how many dozens of half-siblings you might have across the country? And, we answer these critical questions about why marriage really is a social justice issue for children. And so it's an awesome book. It's definitely worth your time, especially if you care about kids and you care about, making things right in this country.
And a book is called Them Before Us. Will you have some of those with you on Monday when you're in Sioux Falls?
That's a really good question. I should figure out what's going to fit in my suitcase. So I'll work on that today. But if you don't get it from me, you can get it on Amazon. You can get it on ChristianBooks.com if you want to avoid the Amazon machine. But it's out and it's at Barnes & Noble. I think it's actually carried at your local Barnes & Noble in store. So you can get it at all those different places. Them Before Us, Why We Need a Global Children's Rights Movement.
Well, I look forward to seeing you on Monday. Again, the event is coming up in Sioux Falls at the Emerald Pines Barn, and that's going to be this coming Monday. It's in the evening, and if you'd like to get a ticket, you need to get one in advance, and we're running out of time. So if you want a ticket, you're going to want to get that real soon. I'll tell you how to do that here in a moment. But Katy, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us today. We look forward to seeing you on Monday.
Thanks so much, John.
Absolutely. Again, the event is Stand for Faith, Family, and Freedom. It's the 11th annual Stand Banquet. It's an evening of financial partnership, so it's an opportunity for you to bring a checkbook and help out with the mission as well. And you'll get to hear Katy speak. She's the keynote speaker at the event. It is this Monday, October 18th. You can get all of the details by calling a number. I'll give that number to you here in a moment. I'm going to share all of this on our Facebook page as well. But the event is coming up Monday. If you want to get a reservation, call 605-360-8607. And like I said, I'm also going to throw a link today at facebook.com/Sunny Radio and facebook.com/Sioux Falls News.
Merry Christmas! Oh, you're not ready for that yet. How about Happy Halloween? At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all of the fun holidays throughout the year with funny, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we have a gift idea for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day, whether you buy these weird gifts or not. It's worth checking out, just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Time now for the newsiest news we do. It's time for news with Dan Farris.
Yeah, let's see. The world's gone insane. It's my job to spend a lot of time burning the midnight oil, weighing on shoe leather, slamming on dust, demanding answers. Let's see. We got inflation, we got viruses, we got shortages, gas fuel. That's going up, price going up. Oh, here we go. Pardon me. This kind of rock and roll war stuff going on here a little bit.
Really?
And there's racism involved, too. This story is crazy. One of my all-time favorite rock and roll bands. I have seen them in concert. Oh my, yes I have, more than once. Rolling Stones have announced that after playing concerts and doing the song since 1970, every concert they've ever given, they're going to rest their hit Brown Sugar.
Okay.
Yeah, turns out somebody's up in arms.
Oh, good Lord.
Actually, when you read the lyrics, it's kind of an anti-slavery song is what it is. But
really?
saying, yeah, all right, whatever, we don't quite get it, but if it makes you happy, blah, 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 we got better things to do. So
Yeah, they have more than one song. I don't know if you know that.
They do, but yeah, the 71 single, which actually kicks off one of the greatest rock and roll albums ever, little thing called Sticky Fingers.
Oh, yeah.
Who had that album? I know I
You did.
Yeah.
Where...
You did.
Yes, I did.
Yes, you
You said it very accusingly, like, didn't she?
Well, and then other people are wagging in. So Keith Richards is basically going, yeah, we kind of been playing this for over 50 years, and now it's a problem. Yeah, whatever, dudes. Mick Jagger pretty much said the same thing.
I would have just said no.
He said, I'm pretty sure we'll probably bring it back. And so then somebody actually tracks down Paul McCartney.
What?
Yeah.
Why'd they ask him?
I don't know. So Paul McCartney, in an interview with the New Yorker, somebody brings this up going, hey, Rolling Stones, Brown Sugar, I guess they're going to shelf that song. Paul McCartney said, and make no mistake, I grew up with the Beatles, on the Beatles, bought all the Beatles records when it was going on, but Paul McCartney, I'm not a huge fan. Never liked his solo stuff.
No, me neither.
I was never a fan of
Me
Wings
neither.
or any of that. He actually says the Rolling Stones, well, when you think about it, are nothing but a blues cover band.
What?
Oh
Yes.
my gosh.
Correct quote.
Okay, whatever, McCartney.
Shots fired.
So,
Good Lord.
And I just kind of cracked up, and I'm going, whoa, Paul, hang on. You gave us silly love songs and Band on the Run.
Yeah, seriously.
Stones gave us Sympathy for the Devil, Can't Always Get What You Want, Honky Tonk Woman. So you tell me, Paul, what's really going on
Check
here.
your privilege, little man.
Well, there you go. That's some hard-hitting news right there. Should we cover a little bit of sports? I think we
Yes,
should.
we should.
My hockey headquarters right out there on North Hercules and Sanford Sports Complex. They got everything you need when it comes to hockey and figure skating too. Major League Baseball playoffs are heating up. Things are going on, man. The boys of
October. Stuff about this on the internet.
Now, and I will always be totally honest and totally transparent. It was a week or so back when things were just getting underway for the playoffs. What did I say? I said, hey, the Tampa Bay Rays are taking the World Series. Did I not say that?
Said
You
that.
did.
I did not say that. And if it weren't for, getting blistered by the Red Sox, they may have. I guess we'll never know.
So you're saying you were wrong for the first time?
Hey, it weren't for the Red Sox, I would have been likely correct. Again, John, I guess we'll never really know.
They had something to say about that.
And scores from playoffs and wild card stuff the other night: 4-5, 2-7, and a lopsided victory 10-1. From the sunny 93.3 news desk, I'm Dan Farris. Reminding you, if it's news to me. Thanks for watching. Good night, everybody.
In the past year, did you find yourself drinking more often? The stress of the last year had that effect on many people. If you're struggling to get back to normal and get the booze out of your daily routine, there is help. Time4Rehab.com would love to help you find the best option for you. There are many different programs. Time4Rehab.com will do our best to match you up with the program that will work best for your needs. Learn more at Time4Rehab.com. We want to help. Time4Rehab.com. That's Time4Rehab.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Thursday, October 14th, 2021. Equity markets slipped Wednesday, but regained their footing by the end of the session. The S&P 500 moved down about 0.25% at the low of the session, but found well above the key 4,300 level. The move appears to be confirming a bottom in prices that's been building for several weeks. If the scenario plays out, traders can expect to see the S&P 500 moving above the 4,400 level fairly soon. The risk is in the earnings reports. The peak of earnings season kicked off Wednesday with news from J.P. Morgan Chase & Company. The bank reported revenue and earnings that were largely in line with the analyst consensus estimates, which is far below the market's true expectations. If the remainder of the S&P 500 report in like fashion, the market is in for another round of selling. You can get the inside track from Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.